Have you ever left your phone on the kitchen counter, walked all the way into your bedroom, and the music in your wireless headphones just kept playing perfectly? How is that even possible? How can a tiny piece of plastic in your ear talk to a piece of glass in another room, straight through a solid wall without a single wire connecting them? In this video, you will learn exactly how this magical technology works. You will learn how your devices build invisible bridges in the air, how they stop your neighbor from hacking into your private music, and why a real-life Viking king from the 10th century is secretly hiding inside your smartwatch. Let us start with the absolute basics. What exactly is Bluetooth? It is not magic, and it is not just a digital button on your screen. Bluetooth is actually a type of invisible light. To understand this, you need to know about radio waves. Radio waves are a type of light that human eyes simply cannot see. Wi-Fi uses radio waves, cell phone towers use radio waves, and Bluetooth uses them too. Imagine you and your friend are standing in a dark field at night. You both have a flashlight. If you turn your flashlight on and off, you can send secret messages to your friend by blinking the light. That is exactly what Bluetooth does. It flashes invisible light millions of times a second to send a song from your phone straight to your ears. But there is a big difference between Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is like a massive, blinding spotlight. It is designed to be super powerful and cover your entire house. Bluetooth is different. It is like a tiny, very weak pocket flashlight. It only wants to reach a few feet around you. It is designed to create a small, invisible bubble around your body. In the tech world, we call this a personal area network. Because it is so weak, it uses very little battery. That is why your wireless headphones can last all day long. Now we have to talk about the name. Why is it called Bluetooth? It sounds like a terrible dental disease, right? To understand the name, we have to travel back to the 1990s. At that time, many different technology companies were building wireless devices, but there was a massive problem. They all used completely different digital languages. A mobile phone could not talk to a laptop. A computer could not talk to a wireless mouse. They were completely disconnected. An engineer named Jim Kardech was working on fixing this problem. One day, he was reading a history book about the Vikings. He read about a very famous Scandinavian king named King Harald Bluetooth. King Harald was a powerful man who did something amazing. He united all the different, angry, fighting tribes of Denmark and Norway into one single, unified nation. Jim the engineer had a light bulb moment. He said, "That is exactly what we are trying to do. We want to create a technology that unites all these different tech tribes. We want Apple, Microsoft, and Sony devices to all speak the exact same language." They decided to use the name Bluetooth as a temporary secret code name for the project. But the name was so catchy and unique, they ended up keeping it forever. Even the famous Bluetooth logo on your phone screen is just King Harald's initials. It is the letter H and the letter B, written in ancient Viking runic symbols, merged together into one icon. But here is the part most people get completely wrong. You probably think that when your phone connects to your headphones, they create one perfect, steady, invisible wire between them. You probably imagine a single solid beam of energy holding them together. Right. Wrong, it is a massive myth. The reality is totally chaotic, and it happens faster than you can blink. Remember how we said Bluetooth uses invisible radio waves? Well, it uses a very specific frequency called 2.4 GHz. Here is the problem. Wi-Fi also uses that exact same frequency. Your microwave oven uses it, baby monitors use it, wireless garage doors use it. That invisible airspace around you is incredibly crowded. It is like a massive, loud party where 100 people are all screaming at the same time. If your phone and your headphones just stood still on one channel and tried to talk over all that noise, your music would constantly glitch. It would pause, drop out, and disconnect. To fix this, Bluetooth uses a genius trick called frequency hopping. Imagine you and your friend are at that extremely loud party. You cannot hear each other at all, so you run into the kitchen and say one word. Then you both run into the bathroom and say the next word. Then you run out to the balcony and say the third word. By constantly moving to empty rooms, you can have a clear conversation. Your Bluetooth devices do this exact same thing. When you play a song, your phone chops the music up into thousands of tiny data packets. It sends one tiny packet of music on one radio channel. Then, the phone and the headphones hold hands and instantly hop to a completely different radio channel to send the next packet. But they do not just hop once a minute. They hop 1,600 times every single second. They bounce around the invisible spectrum wildly, dodging Wi-Fi signals and microwave noise. They hop so incredibly fast that your brain never hears a gap in the music. It sounds completely smooth. So if they are jumping around 1,600 times a second, How do they not get lost? How do they know where to jump next? This works because Bluetooth devices form a strict relationship called a piconet. In every single Bluetooth connection, there is always one master device and up to 7 slave devices. Think of it exactly like a strict dance instructor and her students. The dance instructor is your smartphone, she is the boss. The students are your smartwatch, your wireless earbuds, and your car stereo. The instructor creates a secret map of where they are going to hop next. She dictates the rhythm. She tells the students exactly when to step, when to listen, and when to jump to the next channel. The students are completely obedient. They cannot talk to each other. Your smartwatch cannot send a message directly to your headphones. They must both look at the teacher. By having one strict boss controlling the rhythm, up to 8 devices can dance together perfectly without ever stepping on each other's toes. Finally, you might be wondering, if my devices are dancing and hopping thousands of times a second, why does my battery not die in 10 minutes? Today, there are actually 2 different types of Bluetooth running at the same time. There is classic Bluetooth and there is Bluetooth low energy. Classic Bluetooth is for heavy lifting. It is used when you need a massive, constant stream of data. If you are listening to a 3-hour podcast or talking to your mom on a long phone call, you are using classic. It requires a lot of battery power. But think about your smartwatch or a wireless computer keyboard. They do not need a constant stream of heavy data. For these devices, we use Bluetooth low energy. Imagine your smartwatch is a secret spy. Instead of staying on a phone call all day long, the spy just sends a tiny 1-second text message every 5 minutes. It says heart rate is 80, step count is 5,000. Then the spy immediately goes back to sleep. Because it sleeps 99% of the time, a device using Bluetooth low energy can run for months, or even a whole year, on a battery the exact size of a small coin. So there you have it. Bluetooth is not just a boring settings menu on your phone. It is a brilliant, invisible dance of radio waves, jumping around 1,600 times a second, all named after an ancient Viking king who wanted to bring people together. I want you to try a practical experiment today to see this invisible world for yourself. The next time you are sitting in a busy place like a crowded coffee shop, an airport, or a shopping mall, take out your phone. Open your settings and turn your Bluetooth on. Look at the list that says available devices. You will not just see your own headphones. You will see dozens of invisible signals bouncing around the room. You will see other people's laptops, their fitness trackers, and maybe even a smart water bottle. You are looking at a giant, invisible dance party of radio waves happening right in front of your eyes. If you loved learning how this everyday technology actually works, hit that subscribe button right now. We explain the modern world in simple English every single week. Subscribing tells the YouTube algorithm to send more of these brain-boosting videos directly to your feed, and it helps us make more content for you. Before you click away, leave a comment below. I want to know, what is the weirdest or funniest name you have ever seen on a Bluetooth pairing list? We have all seen some crazy ones. Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Do you want to know how GPS tracks your exact location all the way from outer space? Click the video on your screen right now to find out. See you over there.